going to start. All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan here from Mista Rau's Gaming, and we've got another really good live stream for us tonight, and I am joined by a good friend of the show, Tim, from the Board Game Hot Takes podcast. Welcome, Tim.
Hey, Ryan, thanks for having me. Looking forward to playing some juicy fruits tonight.
Yeah, the game I chose this time around, and I only picked this one because I remember Tim mentioning it on his podcast that he was, or actually before that on Twitter, I think you were posting some pictures of yourself playing it, and I was like, oh, that's a family favorite of ours. I should play with him to see what his actual thoughts are, and I got his thoughts, or summarized thoughts on the What You've Been Playing Wednesday podcast the other week, and so we're gonna play it. We're gonna play it here tonight.
And now you get to see how good my hot takes, my one play reviews are, because we'll see if my opinion changes on my second play.
Sure. So have you were you playing this with say like your wife or your kids or?
No, this is actually with a group of local gaming friends,
okay.
And it's just somebody just picked it up, so they're like, "Hey, let's get this out tonight." So I'd heard about it, and I was interested in it. Was happy to play it.
Sure. So what player count did you play at?
I think we had three.
Okay, three. I think three would be a really, really good one. I've only ever played this one 2-player is the only way that I've actually done it.
I generally believe that 3-player is the best player count for almost every game. So 2-player is probably fine on this one. There's not a super amount of interaction, but I guess on the juice track, which we'll talk about, there's a little bit of a race, a little blocking there. So that did have some interaction at 3 players.
Sure. And we got David, the Eclectic Camel, coming in on the chat. Welcome, David. Good to see you tonight.
Hey, David.
Yeah, so I will switch our screen over here just to kind of show everybody where we're going to be. We're going to be playing on Tabletop Simulator. I found a mod that seems pretty good. It's got everything all nicely laid out for us on this for this evening, and that's just because Tim and I aren't in the same physical location. That would be quite the trek for either of us. I don't think
we're playing on Tabletop Simulator, so you don't have to, because nobody wants to be playing on Tabletop Simulator.
Yeah,
if you can help it.
If you can help it. And plus, I don't think Tim wants to come up to Saskatchewan currently in the dead of winter. It's minus 32 here right now.
Oh,
so
Jesus. I've heard about your winters there.
Yeah, but you see what? My kids love it because they were like, "Can we go outside and build a snowman?" I was like, okay, let's do it.
Are you going to come in with all your appendages? You can lose a finger or two.
Well, when we get bundled up, we look like little mini like Stay Puft Marshmallow Men as we're trekking into the snow. But all right, so we'll take a look at juicy fruits here. I'll show everybody what the going one over here, what the box cover looks like. Why isn't that? There we go. There, yeah, maybe nope. Okay, whatever. That functions that work. Anyways, we got our player boards here, which are these little islands, which we are going to populate with some boats. There's 2 different color boats. There's orange boats and green boats, and they're going to be our contracts. They're going to go all the way around the edge of our little islands here, and then we have these little tokens here. I'm going to shuffle up mine and kind of show us how we place them out here. We kind of place them out in this little random X pattern in the middle of our islands, and then we flip them over. And these are going to be the way that we actually get our fruit, and the fruit are going to be used to fulfill these little contracts that are on these boats along the edge of our board. And how we get fruit is we're just going to take a fruit tile and you slide it like those. Like I like how Tim put it, is like those little slide puzzles we used to have when we were kids, or like even just like on an iPhone game, there's like the little slide. There's kind of like the little slide puzzles. And if I move this little plum tile 1 space over, it means I'm gonna get 1 plum into my. And then later on, I can move this banana 2 spaces, and then I get 2 bananas. And that's exactly how we acquire our resources in this game. It's really quite neat. And okay, now when we're setting up the boats, I always forget which one goes first.
I think they don't care. I think as long as you both start with the same ones on the cones and then the other ones to fill the other ones, if I remember right.
If
But
I remember
you can double
correctly,
check that.
if I remember correctly, that is how it is set up as well. Where's the island board set up? Yeah, I think it's like put the orange ones. Yeah, put the orange boats on the pylons and the green boats in the non-pylon spots.
Got it.
Perfect. So I will start grabbing orange ones, and then there is, whoops, spots for, yeah, okay, we're just, everybody just kind of watch us populate the board here.
Gives you the full experience of playing the game. How much setup there is for how much gameplay. Gives you a good sense.
That's actually fairly accurate. There is a lot going on in these. Am I missing one? I'm missing 2 spots. There it is. And how'd you flip them all over at the same time?
So you can kind of make a line, just click and drag so that you get a box over a group, and then you can flip them like that.
Yeah. I gotcha. My tabletop simulator. Whoops, I missed a boat. I should put a green one down here. That's one I missed. My tabletop simulator skills are less than desirable, which
I'm about
that's
3 years experience at this point. When we started our podcast, this was our main gaming platform until we really got hooked on Board Game Arena, and we try to play everything if we can, but there's still a lot of games that aren't on BGA, so move over here, but got a lot of experience at this point. Still, there's a lot to learn. When I play with more experienced people, they're always like, "Oh no, you just click, F2 7, escape, and everything is going to be set up for you immediately."
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, one thing I have impressed myself with is that I remembered how to set up camera angles, so I can just do a good old on my end. I can do a good old Shift 2. It's going to bring us up to the contract. Or sorry, no, I don't know. It's not called the contract board, but it's this little board where we can spend our fruit to actually get some special tiles that can go onto our player boards. So I am going to shuffle up those right here. Shuffle these up, and they are going to go into these different spots along.
I think they called them business licenses or something like that.
Would make sense. They kind of have this little like tiki bar kind of artwork on them. And then I can do the old flip them all over. There we go. And yeah, so we got all of these things, which are just kind of like special tiles that we can spend some fruit. And every time that one of these special tiles gets acquired, we have like a little timer on the side here that on a 2-player game starts at the number 7. And every time that one of these special tiles gets bought, this is going to tick down until it finally falls off the board, which is going to signal the end of our game. And then some of them are just going to grant us points. Some of them will, like this 8 one here. It's actually a different tile that's off to the side here. We can buy this one, but it's actually this bigger 2 square tile that's actually going to go onto our board and take up some space. So you're going to want to have some space for that. Some of them are these ice cream. So it looks like we only got 1 ice cream tile that came out this particular game, and that's the yellow ice cream, or I guess the sundaes. And down here at the very bottom, you can see there's the yellow sundaes. So if you have this tile, you can make yourself some ice cream by spending the appropriate numbers of fruit, and then they are worth certain numbers of points. Really, really quite lovely.
Ice cream is good.
Ice cream is a good source of points. Ice cream's.
I just meant it's good. I just meant it's a good dessert.
Well, that too. The yellows are the triple scoops. I like a good triple scoop. Once you get to like 5 scoop ice cream, I'm sure it's delicious, but is it really practical on a cone?
Not as an adult. I feel like I could have eaten that as a kid, but not today.
And so we're going to be able to purchase those. And then over on the right-hand side here is we have the score track. And we're going to play with the variant today, where at the very top of the score track, this score track is double-sided On the other side is just a score track with some lovely art up at the top. But on the flip side here, we got the quote unquote advanced version, which they refer to as the
juicy version, I think.
The
right?
juicy version, the Juice Factory, which is, hey, sometimes in this game you can acquire a lot of fruit and you have nothing to do with that fruit, and this just kind of gives you another option, which you can do by spending some fruit and moving our little discs along this Juice Factory to score some points. And then wherever your discs end up at the end of the game, well, they're going to be worth a certain number of victory points per disc, depending on which column they end up in. So really nice way to score some points. I always equated that it's just a way to spend some of your fruit that seems to be accumulating, and you have nothing to spend it on. Anything else, Tim?
Nope.
That is essentially the game. So somebody's turn is going to comprise of moving one of their little fruit discs, collecting the fruit, and then you can fulfill one of your contracts along the side of your board, or you can buy one of the specialty vendor tiles up in the top there. And at the very end of your turn, you can spend any fruit to move your discs along the Juice Factory, and then it goes on to the next player's turn. And we do this over and over and over again until that black pawn here falls off the edge of the board, which in a 2-player game, 7 special things are going to get purchased.
I'm going for at least 4 of them.
They are a good source of points. And sorry, I didn't see this. Danny Cha is in the chat, and she says, I like the idea of Tabletop Simulator, but I also need more experience. Games take twice as long for me to play on it. It's very accurate.
100%. And it's a total pain in the butt. It's fiddly, it's annoying, but sometimes it's the best way to play. Some games remotely. So sad when I have to do it, but better than not gaming.
Right. Okay. The rule book says, who goes first? What's on second?
The guest, clearly.
The guest?
It's probably whoever ate fruit the last. I had a banana this morning for breakfast at about 8 a.m.
That'll count. I had some apple juice. So I had...
Today, after 8 a.m.?
No, it was before 8 a.m. So I guess that would be you.
It's all me.
I am not a healthy person.
Do you know an interesting fact? I'm sure everybody knows this by now, but bananas are actually a berry.
I didn't know that.
Which I never would have guessed. It has something to do with the fact that berries have some element of where the seeds are located or how many seeds they have or something like that. But bananas apparently qualify. At least I think I read that. I could be completely lying at this point.
Somebody fact
let the line
check
begin
us on the whether or not a banana can be classified as a berry.
All right. So first moving a tomato, or I forget what kind of fruit that is. It's kind of some kind of like pomegranate, right? It's like a pomegranate.
Okay.
I think
we call them apples.
Yeah, I think it's a pomegranate. So I got my pomegranate, and I'm not doing anything with the pomegranate yet. I'm gonna sit right there and chill.
Yeah, can't really fulfill much at this particular time. So I am going to, in mine, do a quick discount double check over here. Okay, I am going to move my banana up 1 spot to grab a banana.
Oh, I think Ryan's got a strategy. So, are you going to spend that banana and go up on the fruit, but make some fruit? Juice?
I am not going to make any juice with my banana.
Figures. All right, I'm going to move down here and take 2 limes. And I'm going to go ahead and spend a lime and what did I just say that was? A
pomegranate?
Whatever I said it was. A pomegranate. There we go. And I'm going to fulfill this order. So I get my first point of the game. Bam.
Clearly knows exactly what he's doing.
Crush you.
Knows exactly what he's doing. I am going to move my lime 2 spaces to grab 2 limes. And then I am going to spend a lime and a banana to claim the ice cream tile.
Of course you are.
So that is going to score me 1 point. So I'm on top of Tim's. And then I'm going to grab that tile and I'm going to come down. And I am just going to place it right in the corner right now.
Blocking up your whole board already.
Well, I'm going to place it I'm actually going to place it down here in the corner.
So you can't use it quite yet.
But I'm going to plan on using it.
Yeah. And then this business license thing moves down one, I believe, right? Yes, it does. Cool.
Thank you.
Pushing to the end game already.
I'm going to rush the end game.
Before I move on, are you going to make some juice this turn?
I will not make any juice. I should get really good and I should adopt that.
Okay. I'm going to take 3 these purple fruits. These, I don't know what there's some weird name for them in the book, but I'll just call them grapes right now, I guess. And I'm going to spend 1 grape. Let's see, can't do anything with a grape and a lime. So I think I'm just going to spend a grape and move up on this track here. Just tell me if I'm doing this wrong, because I may have been taught wrong, but I just get 2 points.
They are referred to as mangosteens.
Mangosteen, there you go. Never heard of that before.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just moved my juice track up there, took 2 points.
Did you want to move both of them at the same time?
I think that's a wonderful idea. Let's do that.
Yeah. Part of the juice factory, there's a quirky rule where if both your discs are stacked one on top of another for one single movement, you can move both of them. Or you could split the movements if you ever choose. But now he's blocked me until he actually moves his discs off of that space. I cannot go to that.
Can I spend another one this turn and actually use a second action?
You can only, now that's what I was actually reading before the stream. I believe you can only move 1 arrow.
Yeah, okay.
You can move it along 1 arrow and pay the fruit cost depicted. Yeah, so you can't do it as many times as you want.
But can you move both tokens in 1 turn, or is it always just 1 token?
You may advance neither, 1 or both. 1 arrow each.
So presumably this counts as both moving 1 arrow.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Okay. But you only have to pay the cost once when they're stacked on top. Yeah, that was the only little quirky rule that I didn't really know about.
We're already checking the rule book. Fiddly game.
Fiddly game. Well, I don't play with the juice factory when I'm playing with my son. He finds it just a little too much for him to remember.
Yeah.
Now what was I gonna do? Now I am all yeah, I'm just gonna move my pomegranate 2 spaces. Grab 2 of them. And I will not purchase anything on this board, but I think yeah, I may as well. I'm gonna spend 1 lime to go take both my discs and score a point here. There we go.
All right. I'm going to move these bananas up and get 2 bananas and then do all kinds of stuff with it.
Oh my.
I'm going to start by, let's see what's up on the board here. I'll spend a banana and 2 mangosteens. Steenburger. How about that? So it's like what's her name? Steenburger, Mary Steenburger, but it's Mango Steenburger.
Mango Steenburger.
I'm going to take this one that looks very unfortunate and put it over here and get 2 points. And then let's see, I still have a grape, a lime, and a banana. Why not? Let's do it. Let's get a business license with a lime and a banana. Take this business license, stick it right down here, and that gets me a point. And this moves down 1 space.
I am just checking here.
Oh, I can't do both, can I?
You can't do both. You can either build a boat.
My bad. Let me put all that. Let me do that back. Boom, boom. I forgot. Sorry. I think we played that wrong in our first game, and we realized it at the end of the game after we kind of did everything.
Maybe that's why the game seemed like it went by really fast.
Went too fast. It could be. Yeah, that's a good possibility. All right, cool. So I got my lime in my bag. Well, I think since I can't spend it this turn, I think I'm going to go ahead and use my banana. So just tell me if I'm doing this right. I'm use my banana to move both my tokens over here.
Mm-hmm.
And then can I spend another thing to go up, or now that they both moved on one track,
No.
I have to stop there?
Yeah, I have to stop there.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm done.
All right. Okay. Now, what was I was planning on just moving this orange up one spot so that I can take these 3 here, and I'm going to spend them to, whoops, okay, go in the trash can. Wow.
Oh, geez.
You're
throwing all your fruit in the trash. I've been putting it back in the trees.
I'm pretty sure that you can do it either way, but I'm going to score 2 points for that particular contract.
Just seems wasteful, Ryan. I think we've got enough stuff in landfills. We need to
just repopulate.
Yeah,
repopulate the fruits of our labors.
All right, all done, I guess, because I
don't have any fruit
and nothing to do. All right, well, so I can.
So anybody who's watching, you can see that turns actually go by relatively quickly in a game of juicy fruits.
Yes, they do. All right, let's do this. Let's get 2 more bananas. And then I'm going to spend 2 bananas.
Hello, Seth. Welcome to the chat. Good friend
Hey, Seth.
Good friend of both of our shows.
Right. So now I can move these 2 separate ways, right?
I'm going to come up here. Whoops. Come back onto my screen. Yes, you can split that movement.
Well, so that's 4 points.
Very well done.
All right. And that's all I'm doing. I'm good.
All right, back to.
Well, I'm not good. I'm very bad at this game, but
you are currently winning. So I just have to figure out which of my fruits I am going to want, or which of my boats I'm going to want to try to move. I'm going to grab a couple bananas.
I think Seth is the most common attendee of any live streams that I've been a part of. So, Seth, thanks for being a super fan.
And now that the time has changed, because, daylight savings time is a thing in certain parts of North America, I believe it's not quite as late for him anymore. It's I think it's an hour earlier for him. And I am not going to spend my 2 bananas to make any juice.
All right. So can I do anything with some mangosteens and limes? I can. Let's get us some mangosteens. I'll take 3 mangosteens here. 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to do anything quite yet, but I am saving up. But I think maybe I'll spend 1 mangosteen and move this up here and get 2 points. Mm-hmm. I'm probably not doing the good investments here. I'm blowing all my money at the juice bar.
Well,
blowing all my money at the bar.
Well, getting both your tokens to the very end is a significant amount of points, and it does push the, what it does at the end.
Yeah. Business licenses.
Sorry, what did you spend mangosteens?
I just spent 1. Yeah.
You had to spend.
I was here, right?
Yeah. So you had to
my
spend
bad.
A banana.
Oh, you're right. You know what? I'm too far away from the screen. I didn't see that. I'll take that back, and I'll just sit here with my mangosteens. I'm good.
Yeah. The first ones is wild, and now we're gonna start getting into the actual specifics.
Yeah, I see that now. From here, it just looked like yellow arrows. I forgot that there were specific fruits on there. Thank you for that reminder.
No problemo. Okay, so now down to me, and I was going to then grab. Which way was I going to go with this? I had the couple bananas, which then, sure, I will grab 1 lime so that I can spend a lime and a banana to grab this 1 point boat to move myself 1 point. And that is all for me.
I don't think I took my 2 points back from that last bad move, so I'm going to take that back right now. Okay, cool. So I am now going to get myself some more limes because I feel like I'm getting some scurvy. I need a little citrus. And I'm going to spend these limes and these Mary mangosteen burgers. And let's see, so that's 3 limes, 2 mangosteens.
Ooh.
I'm going to buy this thing down here, which is going to get me, let's see, 4 points. And then we move this down the license track.
Yes.
And my understanding on these work is now when I move this one, I can take either fruit, but I always get +1 of one of the 2 fruits.
That is true. So, and I'm just gonna double check too. I believe you can move it.
Yeah, get the orange and then take the 1 off the pomegranate or whatever. I think that's right.
Yeah, you can either get like 2 pomegranates, 2 oranges, or you can get 1 of each.
Gotcha. Seth just asked, or he said he's playing Blood Rage tomorrow night for the first time. Can't wait. Any advice for a first timer? Seth, go for the quest and have fun. That's my advice.
Yep. Play some epic Viking metal in the background.
There you go.
Get some Viking metal.
Get some good Viking mead going.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Love it, man. I wish I was there with you.
Absolutely. That's a fantastic game. Okay. I now grab a couple oranges. And I may as well I think I'm going to spend my banana. Yeah, I'll spend my banana now. Whoops, don't throw it in the trash, Ryan. I'm going to spend my banana.
You can throw it. It's fine. You can throw it in the trash.
Yeah, and I'll just move both my discs forward 1 space.
All right.
There we go.
All good. Okay. I'm going to come over here and get 2 oranges. And sadly, I don't think I can do anything with 2 oranges and a mangosteen. So I think I'm just going to sit tight and hang out here.
The mead will be flowing for sure. I'll tweet some pics. Nice. Sweet. Can't wait to see it. I should play my physical copy someday soon because I have the nice big neoprene mat too, and that thing is just that thing's just beautiful.
Yeah.
Just a slightly extra large, just slightly larger than the board, so that the figures fit nicely into those provinces. Okay.
Yeah, we recently did a full review of Blood Rage, Rising Sun, and On-Call in one episode, and Blood Rage remains my favorite. Just absolutely fun game.
Okay. Sorry, is it my turn? Am I just?
It is your turn.
Yeah, I'm just talking too much. Okay.
Never too much, Ryan.
Never too much. Sometimes not enough. Okay, I'm just looking at the board here of the businesses of what possibly we could work towards. And I'm just going to, okay. Let's work our way this way. I am going to grab myself 1 lime. And I'm going to spend my oranges and lime to free up this boat for 2 points. There we go. And then that is my turn.
All right. I'm going to move up 2 of these to get 2 pomegranates. And then I'm going to spend 2 pomegranates and 2 oranges to get this boat for 4 points.
Nice.
Boom, 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 and 4 points. And I'm done.
All right. So let's gonna grab 2 mangosteens. And that will be my turn.
All right. I think got myself all blocked up here. I think I'm gonna make a nice easy turn here, and I'm gonna come down here. I'm gonna get an orange and a pomegranate off that. Right, one for the movement and one for the free bonus.
Yep.
And then I'm going to spend it to get this 1 point token out of here. Boom, boom. And I'm done.
All right. Good evening, Vincent. Thank you for joining us in the chat.
That is not spelled like Vincent. Is that somebody you know?
Vincent has joined me on many of live streams in the past when I was on the Cardboard Conjectures YouTube channel. He plays a lot of Ashes Reborn, and Rob from the Meeple Dungeon and I have played a lot of Ashes Reborn. And I guess now, since the time has changed, I'm getting a lot more Eastern viewers are coming on over. It's not quite as late right now, and Vincent is, I believe, somewhere in Quebec. He's going to correct me on that, though. I am now going to take... Let's go with... I need to get a banana. I feel like my next few turns...
One banana? Wow. That is a sad turn there, Ryan. One measly banana.
One measly banana. But it's going to pay off soon. That's my turn.
I'm sure it will. Well, speaking of measly turns, I think we're going to just take... let's take a quick look. We're going to take a quick look around. That's what we're going to do.
Sure. I'm going to take a quick look around on the screen as well. So there's our current business license board.
You know what? We're going to take 2 bananas.
And then there's our score track. I'm not doing very good.
I'm going to spend the 2 bananas, both, to move my juice track. Both my things on my juice track. That one and that one. That's going to get me 2 points.
Nickel and diming it. You're nickel and diming it all the way up the juice track.
Well, don't worry, all the money's in the banana stand. All the rest of the money's in the banana stand.
The good old banana stand. Okay, I realized what I should have done before, but that is okay. I am just going to grab 2 mangosteens, and I do need to spend 1 of each to free up a boat for me, a measly 1-pointer. But I definitely need that one free for me. And then I have 3 mangosteens. Should I... Sure, it's going to be a little ways away. I'm going to spend 1 of each, and I'm also going to come up and grab 4 points. 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to spend 2 of those mangosteens. Oh. Put them back in there. There we go. And Vincent said, yes, I was right. Quebec City is where he is located.
Well, as a dumb American, I don't have any idea where that is geographically anyway, so...
kind of like go straight up. It's right around... It's if you know where Ontario, Canada is, right by the Great Lakes. It's right in the neighborhood of Ontario, but further north.
Cool. I'll pretend I know where that is because it sounds like I should.
Oh, I always forget. I feel like I know. I know. I can't even. I won't even claim to say that I know anything about American geography. I won't even say. I do know where Arizona is. I do.
We have regions here too, but we call them states. So.
Yeah. Okay, Vincent says. He says Boston, go north.
Okay, there you. Now I understand where Quebec is. Thank you. All right, so I just took 2 bananas, and I think I am stopping right there. I don't think I can do anything with my 2 bananas and my 1 Mary Steenburger.
Okay.
Mango Steenburger.
I am going to move my apple, apple pomegranate, 2 spaces, and that'll be
And
my
we
turn.
actually have a pomegranate tree in our backyard.
Oh,
It's a lot
really?
of work to get into them, but they're pretty tasty if you want to spend the time.
Do you get like a good harvest out of them, I guess?
Yeah,
Or
there's a ton. I mean, more than you could ever use. In fact, it's actually our neighbor's tree that kind of grows over our fence. So there's just like so many fruits we could pull off there, but we usually do it like twice a year. Like we get like 2
okay,
fruits and that's it. So,
okay.
all right, I think it's time I better start doing something resembling anything. Um,
You've been doing lots of things. Your score clearly indicates you've been doing things.
I, yeah, okay. I think we're going to come up here with this bad boy and take 2
That's been a good tile for
orange.
you.
It's 1 orange and 2
That'd actually be good.
2 of these guys. And I think it's time for me to look at one of these end game scoring tiles. Let's see what we got here. 4 for every 3 stars. Is that what that is?
No, that's
No,
just
those are just final points.
yeah.
That's just points. Okay.
There is the other tile in the third row, which gives you one
Right.
point per star.
Per star. That's what it was. Well, none of those seem too fun. It's just 4 points, but to give me another 2 points, so 6 points total. I could live with that.
That top one would give you 4 points per those special brown
Yeah.
tiles you have.
Yeah, I don't have the right fruit for that one though. So I think it's time to spend 2 pomegranates and an orange and buy one of those. Obviously, the astronomy lab, not the astrology lab, the observatory. I think we'll throw the observatory right down in this corner here, and that's going to get me 2 points immediately and get us a little closer to the end of the game. I guess if I'm in the lead, I should push the end of the game, right? And then I'm also gonna. Oh, I don't have any limes. That's all I'm doing. I'm done.
Okay. What's this, Vincent? You said that. Oh, Seth. Did I miss Tim falling or a banana in the tailpipe?
For a banana in the tailpipe. I don't know what that. I don't know. That joke flew above my head, Seth. I missed it.
Right on. Okay, let's start setting myself up here.
I guess you could say I slipped on that joke. I tripped on it. I don't know. That didn't really make sense.
Okay.
I tried my best.
3 bananas. That seems like it's okay. I'm just going to come up here. And I guess I could move. Oh, there's. But no, I think I gotta save these bananas for a bigger turn somewhere.
Yeah, save up. You don't need any of that stuff.
Yeah. Okay, I am.
You good?
I think I am. Wait. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. I'm going to move this step back down here. I'm going to get, let's see here. I'm going to get 1 pomegranate and 2 oranges this time. For no particular reason other than that seems fine. And then I'll spend a pomegranate and 2 bananas to send this little boat away for 2 points. And I'm done.
I guess I forgot to do my regular thing, but now better late than never. For everybody who's watching the show right now, make sure you like this video. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. They help out the channel quite a bit. And hit the notification bell so that you get notified every Tuesday and Thursday night that we are going live with some gameplays. All right, I think I'm going to start making some ice cream. So I'm going to move my ice cream thing up one. I can create 1 yellow ice cream for a mangosteen, a pomegranate, and a banana. And I'm going to grab one of those for 12 points. I'm going to come up here, and 12 from 12 is 24, and we're tied.
Oh, geez. I'm in trouble. He's making ice cream now.
And, do I want to? No, I'm going to make ice cream, so.
All right. I'm going to spend this and get 3 bananas. I don't think there's much I can do with those bananas, so I think I will sit still with my, well, let me just double check one more thing here. Let's look around my board. Nothing that I can do with 3 bananas and 1 mangosteen and 2 oranges. Yep, I guess I'm good. So it is back to you.
Back to moi. I am going to send this mangosteen over. I'm going to grab 2 of them. And that'll be my turn.
All right. I think it's time for some lime. Need a little lime to counteract the tequila over here. So let's go with...
Good call, Vincent. Ice cream sandwiches are the best. Love them.
I don't want to block up my good fruit with my stupid limes, but I think I need some limes here. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I'm just gonna get I'll just get 2 limes here. I can't do 1. I'll do 2 limes. Now we got a bunch of options, but what do I want to do with them? Seems like best option is probably just to... Do I have any options? What was I thinking of? Oh, I guess I'll just take this last card up here with a lime and a... We'll hope for some endgame scoring going on here.
Okay.
So I'll take this guy, stick it in the corner.
Okay, so you grab that one.
I'm gonna put the lime in the coconut, and then I get 1 point on that.
And the timer ticks.
Did you move it down already?
I didn't, so I'll move it down.
Cool.
And you can always double check. We should have bought 4 specialties, and 4 specialties are gone.
Yep.
So at least we have that.
Cool.
Okay. I'm gonna grab a couple pomegranates.
Oh boy.
Grab those. And I guess, do I want to... Oh, I guess I can't spend... Can I spend a pomegranate? No, I have to spend bananas to get over on the juice factory, so I will.
Yep, I messed up. I should have used the lime last time, but I'll do it this time. That's fine. We'll make it work.
Making it
Alrighty.
work. Just a little longer, making it work. Just a little time.
We'll take 2 Steenburgers. And
I guess that song would be more of a Canadian reference.
It must be, because I have no idea what you were just singing. So
Doug and the Slugs. Don't know that. Okay, that obviously is a Canadian reference. Call me crazy, Seth says, but I've never been a huge fan of the ice cream sandwich. I'd rather I'd rather have a sundae or a banana split.
So, Seth, you got to go to Potbelly. I know they have them in Chicago. Go to Potbelly Subs and get their famous ice cream sandwich, which is just 2 huge sugar cookies with a ton of ice cream in the middle of it. It's amazing. It's the best ice cream sandwich you can eat. All right, so I just spent a lime, and I'm going to move both of my things 1 space up here and get 3 points.
Perfect.
And I'm done.
Adam's in the chat. Welcome, Adam. Seth, have fun with Blood Rage, he says. Adam is also a co-host on the Board Game Hot Takes podcast with Tim.
Yeah, you could say he's actually the host and I am the co-host, but we do that show together. You could, but that would be inaccurate, but you could say that.
All right. Is it my turn to do something big here?
All I did was made some juice. Yeah, do something big.
Okay.
You're gonna make 3 ice creams, aren't you? Jesus Christ,
I can only make 2 ice creams. I don't have enough banana or mangosteens, but I will move it through. Do I only move it 2 spaces? No, I have to move it 3 spaces. It's just to give me some extra room. No, I can only move it 2. And I'm going to create 2 12-point ice creams for... there's only 1. Oh, I forgot this stack only has 2.
Oh, nice. There we go.
So I'll make a 12-point ice cream.
You can't...
I can make a 12-point and a 10-point.
Gotcha.
Ice cream.
Oh, so you could actually run out of ice cream to make 2 then. So you
Yes.
can't make unlimited. That's probably good.
Yeah, so that was 22 points for me that I'll come up here and grab here. So I'm at 24, and 22 would give me 46.
Cool.
I guess I should evaluate now. How much fruit do I have? I have this one lonely. Oh no, I guess I need bananas. So my turn is done.
All right. I think we are going to.
Does anybody else hear the song from the old Juicy Fruit commercials when they hear the name of this game? Absolutely. Now I'm good. Juicy Fruit, the taste is gonna move ya. Is that it, Seth? I can't remember. Yeah, the taste is gonna move you. I believe that was the name of the
All right.
name of the line.
Spinning 2 mangosteens and 2 pomegranates, and we're getting a 8-point building.
Oh, that was David. Sorry, that was David that made that comment. David made the comment. Seth says, "Thanks, Adam. My wife is out of town, so I'm gaming all night with the beer and the mead."
Can I ask a question, Ryan?
Sure.
So when I bought this building that gives me a 2-tile thing, I don't have to put that tile on my board too,
No.
right? Just the 2-tile thing.
It's just the 2-tile thing. Yes.
Okay. So I just junked up my board with some endgame points. Oh wait, I was supposed to grab the 8-pointer. My bad. Grabbed the wrong one. Hold on. There we go. Okay. The vision's not what it used to be.
Perfect. And he gets it on the board.
Okay. I'm done. Oh wait, am I done? Hold on. Am I? Yeah, I don't have any pomegranates left, so I'm done.
David says, "Just not IPAs." I saw a Twitter thread going talking about IPAs. And yes, Adam, Juicy Fruit, the taste that'll move ya. Okay. And then Seth,
David, take that IPA hate out of here. It's not wanted. We don't want to hear about it. Get it out of my face.
Okay. IPAs. That stands for
India Pale Ale.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Because I'm not quite sure. I'm pretty sure I've drank many of IPAs then, but
Was it the best beer you ever had? If so, it was probably an IPA. Did it have flavor? They have real flavor. It was not watered down.
Yeah. Because I really enjoy things that are very robust and malty, and I really, really, really like things that are dark.
IPAs are more hoppy, malty. You probably want something more like a stout or a
porter.
Porter, right? Yeah, those are great beers too.
Okay, I gotta start thinking about what I'm gonna end up doing here. So
let's keep distracting Ryan with beer talk, people.
Because I was like, I think I just need to take a quick break and go over to the fridge. That's just in the next room over. This game reminds me of Runt Candies. Yes, but the physical components too. Like, would you agree, Tim? That those big chunky wooden fruits. That's a pretty big draw to this game.
Yeah, they really need to though. Like, they need to make BGG Geek Up bits that are like runt shaped. Like the nice acrylic and runt shape. That'd be perfect.
Mm-hmm. So that I can accidentally stick them in my mouth and eat them. I've only ever substituted candy once into my board game, and that was we played Wingspan at Easter time with the little Cadbury eggs.
Nice.
So whenever we spent them, we had to eat them. I'm sorry. Perfect. I was done my turn.
Oh, you're done. My bad. I totally missed that you did anything.
Yes.
But that's how interactive this game is. I completely had no idea that you were doing anything.
Multiplayer solitaire with a race to a few different things.
Yeah. I have really botched up my board here. I'm not going to be doing much the rest of this game, I don't think, because I am pretty blocked up.
I need to clear out these really big point tiles along the edge of my board because, man, they are just kind of in the way.
Okay, I'm going to take those two, and with those two, I am going to... Where's that guy? I think I've got to try to outrace your ice cream with endgame points, I think. So,
well, the best I can do now with ice cream is I can only grab another 10 points.
Where's the museum? Oh, the museum is just a star thing. Oh, but that gives me 3 stars. That's good. Okay. Okay, I'm going to spend my 2 pomegranates and my 1 orange, one of my oranges. Oh man, do I want to do that? It sticks my one quick second. Let me rethink that. Let me make sure what else I got. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'll spend my 2 pomegranates, my 1 orange, and I will take this bad boy off here. We'll stick it on my board over here. And that gets me 2 points. Not comparable to your 22-point turn, but working my way up the track here.
So that moves it down 1. And I forgot we should have moved it down 1 more because I emptied out an ice cream stack.
Oh, really? Okay, I don't think we did that in the last game I played, so I was not aware of that.
So I'm just going to double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should have moved 6 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've moved it 6 spaces, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 empties. Oh, the game is actually. We each get, because you just bought that, so we each get 1 more turn, or is it end of game? When the license marker moves to the X, finish the current round. So that means I get a turn.
Because I was the first player.
You were
That's
the first
right. I was the first player. Yep.
And then the game ends. So we just make sure everybody gets equal turns. So I get 1 more turn. Oh my gosh. I was not expecting that because we forgot to move it. But that's okay. Can I get I can't even I don't even think I can get anything. I can probably get 2 I can probably get clear this 2-point tile here.
Yeah.
I think that's about it. I can move my pomegranate. Yeah, that's about all I can do is I can move my pomegranate to grab 2 more, and then I can clear 2 of them. We're too busy interacting with the chat. Whoops.
Oh, did you just put the steen fruit? What is that thing called? A
mangosteen?
Mangosteen. Did you put you try to put the mangosteen in the pomegranate? I think you get a negative 10-point penalty for that.
And I get 2 points for that. Okay. I guess that means the end. That's the end of the game.
Yeah, I got to add up my end game points though, because I do have a few.
You do get a few of them.
5 plus 4, so 9 plus 8, 17 plus 4, 21 points. That would put me at 51. What about you? Any end game points?
I don't have any end game points on my. And then
that was stressful.
And then we do the juice factory, and you get both of your discs get 3 points, and both of my discs get. So you get 6 more points, and I get 4 more points.
Is it just wherever your disc ended at the end of the round? Is that what? Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so 6 more points,
and I get 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. I was afraid you were going to crush me with your ice cream.
No, I didn't get my last ice cream. I didn't get the last ice cream, and you got a lot of those endgame tiles.
Yeah.
So take a look at our board.
Because they were cheap.
And so the games are going to play quite a bit differently. They're going to play out quite a bit differently depending on where those business tiles end up in the market here. Obviously, we weren't really going for the more expensive ones. All the cheap ones seem to have went, and they were pretty good. They were pretty good. Like the ice cream one was very, very cheap.
Yeah, very cheap for an ice cream. The fun thing about this, so like the first game I played, I did a lot more focusing on getting the things off my board. And then I had huge late movements where I could really move my fruit around. This one, I don't think I ever got more than 3 fruit in a turn. And it was barely. So it was like a lot of 1s and 2s. And it felt very, very ineffective. My fruit tree harvesting or whatever the heck we're doing was very ineffective.
Yeah. And I did not clear 1 big pointer. Not one of these orange boats. I didn't clear 1 orange boat off of my board. I cleared most of the little guys. So
I should say I said my strategy was ineffective, but it was effective enough, I guess. So I guess take that back.
Well, this is also because if we're not playing with the juice factory, My 7-year-old son like crushes me at this game. So
you're not gonna give me any credit for this. You're just
I will
gonna tell
give
me
you
that you're bad.
100%
You're so
credit.
bad.
The your strategy, if there was any, paid off in spades. Seth was asking if I take any requests on stream. I want to hear 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, and the sesame seed bun. Do I have any family out here in LA? I do not. All of us Raus are fairly local to Saskatchewan here in Canada. I do have an aunt out in British Columbia.
Now, if I remember, David, you're in Pasadena, and if you ever talk to somebody on the west side of LA and tell them you're from LA, but then they find out you're from Pasadena, you're gonna get railed on. I don't think you can call it that you're from LA. That's happened to me, by the way.
Oh,
Anytime
really?
I ever met somebody from Santa Monica, where I was like, "Oh yeah, I live in LA too. I'm in Pasadena." They're like, "Oh, you're not really in LA. You're on the burbs."
Santa Monica. That just makes me think of the Everclear song.
Yeah. Funny thing about Everclear. So the lead singer of that band, used to live up in Altadena. After I lived in Pasadena, I moved up to Altadena, which is just north of there. And he used to shop at the little Vaughn's grocery store right by our house. So we saw him a couple times walking around Vaughn's, pushing his cart around. Still had the bleached blonde hair. Looked exactly the same.
Dun 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 dun. That's all. I played the board game Santa Monica, and that's all I would. I annoyed the entire table because that's all I was humming like the entire time. They're like,
Adam and I
stop.
played that together. Adam, we missed out. We should have totally been playing some Everclear while playing Santa Monica together. I totally forgot about that.
Cool. Well, that was
Juicy
riveting.
Fruits.
Juicy Fruits. Taste is gonna move ya.
All right. So anyone watching, are you now excited about Juicy Fruits? Did you decide that you have to play it now, or did it lock in? Did it confirm that you don't need to play it? How do you tell us in the chat how you feel about Juicy Fruits after watching this one play?
So, and I read this. This is part of what they. So this is actually published by Deep Print Games. I believe that is I think that's a European company, and they, here in North America, it's also published by Capstone Games. And Capstone decided they were going to release this part of their Capstone, quote unquote, family lineup. And the Capstone family lineup, it doesn't have very many games in it right now. The only other one that I actually have is a game called Savannah Park. It was also part of the Capstone family. Tim, I'm going to keep it simple. People know LA. They don't know Pasadena.
Totally no. I was just kidding with you, David. I used to say I was from LA too, for the same reason. I totally count it. It's like Pasadena is just as close to downtown as Santa Monica is to downtown. So I was not ripping on you at all. Just joking with you. I find it funny because I had actually been called out for it before. Yes, you're right. You're right. People know LA. People know Pasadena from the old Beach Boys song though. So, it does have that claim to fame.
And isn't that where the characters from the Big Bag Theory were?
Yeah, because Caltech is right there,
Yeah.
the Caltech campus. I used to run right through that campus all the time. Yep.
That's how I know Pasadena. Was from the Big Bang Theory.
Nice.
Yeah, so Savannah Park is also part of this Capstone Games family lineup. They also had a lineup called, what did they refer to it as? Simply Complex. That was the other lineup, and that was a game. They had a game called Renature that was part of that.
Is that the domino game?
Yeah, it was a Kramer Kiesling design, and it was like dominoes and area control. Sneaky mean game. Vincent, about the game, I missed the rules explanation and most of the game, so I will abstain. Well, the rules are fairly light. We probably spent a lot more time on the rules than probably you would actually do at the actual table.
When you go back to rewatch the riveting gameplay here, you can catch the rules at the beginning. You'll have it nailed down. 2 minutes.
Juicy Fruit is a bit too family weight for my gaming circle. I am going to pass, Seth says. It is true. Like I mostly play this game with my son. My wife sometimes, if we just need something very, very light and We just don't really want to. If we don't really want to think all that much in an evening, we'll bust this one out. But the setup is quite a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a little bit much for the gameplay.
Yeah, I think these games, these little light engine builders, there's a whole bunch of them out there, and I always get excited about them because they seem like they're going to be fun and they're going to get a nice kind of arc in a short game. It started with like Splendor and games like Dice Throne, and there's just a ton of these, and this falls right within that circle. And they're never quite as fulfilling as I'm hoping for. But this is a pretty good one. Like, this is one I would be happy to go back to. I mean, I'm happy to go back to most of them because they take a short amount of time anyway. But this is definitely one that I enjoy. It's a fun little puzzle. You're going for different things. And I mentioned this on my review of it, is just that although the slide puzzle is cool, it's unique. It's a unique action selection choice. It's a unique resource gathering mechanism, but it's not that fun after you've done it a few times. Like, it starts to feel like, okay, well, I'll just move this and get one resource. I'll move this and get one resource. So it's more almost about like, I just need to make a choice of which resource I'm going to take this turn, and did I set myself up to get more, or less based on previous turns. It's an interesting puzzle, but I like the store, the different business licenses you can purchase. It's fun that there's a variety. They change up a little bit. They have different goals. I like the little bonus fruits you can get to get you extra fruits and extra choices. So there's definitely fun choices in here for what it is, and it does feel very Splendor weight, but I think a little bit more interesting than Splendor.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with like pretty much everything you said there. I really like the resource gathering. That's probably the crux of why I like this game. The variety of this game, because there's still quite a few boat tiles in those stacks. We only just had a certain number that went around. We had 12 tiles.
Yeah, but with those boats, even though they're different fruits, you can't really call it variety, because it's like it doesn't change the way you play. It's more about it just changes like which fruits are more beneficial in this round or whatever, but it doesn't really change the gameplay. But but I think the business licenses,
the vendor stand, the business licenses, those will definitely come up in a different order, and it does matter the order they come up in there, because, well, maybe some of those bigger tiles. We did have one in our game. We had a big 4-square 12-point tile, but you needed 3 oranges, 3 bananas, which you could also maybe fulfill one of your bigger boats.
Yeah, you can see I don't even have a space on my map to put that 4-square one. You could have fit it on yours, but yeah, I mean, if you get that too early, you're just totally blocking up your whole board.
Seth was saying that give me some Carcassonne for quick and fast anytime. Yeah, that's true. It's just a big old stack of tiles. Just shuffle them all up, lay them on the tile, and then just go, I guess.
I hadn't played Carcassonne for like 20 years, and then I got recently introduced to it. In fact, I think Seth invited me to a game on Board Game Arena, so I played with him, and then I played a couple games with Chris, and that game is surprisingly fun to me. I had forgotten how it's easy to get into, but it's fun choices, and the concept of like trying to do the best for you and yourself, and you really get to interact and block off what other people are doing. Yeah, Carcassonne's still a pretty good class. You can see why it's a classic. You can see why some of these games just stick around.
Yeah. And Z-Man Games just introduced. They're gonna come out surprise with another big box edition. Like, I don't know how many big box edition. Big box. They say Big Box 2022. I think is the name of it. So like, I guess we went from Big Box 8 to Big Box 2022. Missed all the other ones in between, but hey.
It's like the way that Windows names their stuff. It's like sometimes it's named after the year, sometimes it's named after something completely. Windows XP, Windows NT, who knows?
Cool.
Whatever the marketing team feels like using that year.
So, Tim, I guess one of the things you always mention on your podcast, will you request to play Juicy Fruits again in the future?
I probably would not request it, but I'm happy to play it. I like I said, it's never quite as fulfilling as I'm hoping for, and so I have a few other small like games of this weight that I'd probably pick over it, but not too many. I'd be happy to play it. I think it's a fun little game. Not exceptional for me, for my taste, but it's solid.
Yeah, I was just reluctant that Tabletop Simulator set up most of the stuff for me. This is one of those ones that falls into the like my son will request to play. I'm like, awesome. Open up the box. I'm like, oh right, there's all this stuff. Oh right, there's all this stuff inside here that we have to sort out and stuff like that. But
yeah,
it's fine. He enjoys that piece. I'm like, you set it up, buddy. You call me when it's done.
Nice.
You call me when it's done.
I just tasked my daughter. So the other day I picked up Paperback Adventures from Tim Powers, right? And it's a really clever system, but it's a lot of cards, and they give you sleeves in the deck, and you kind of have to use sleeves because some of the cards, it's like Slay the Spire, but you can upgrade cards, so you have to be able to flip them over. So your cards have to be sleeved so that you can't see the upgraded side. You know which side you're playing with. And so it's, I opened just 2 of the 4 boxes I got so far, and it's like maybe 200 sleeves. And I was like, hey, Gabrielle, why don't you want to get the sleeve? She's like, all right, Dad, I'll do this. And then 2 seconds in, she's like, you know what? This would make a great ASMR video. So she gets out her like iVideo and starts recording, and it starts speaking really silent. So how is your day going? I'm just going to put the sleeve in it. She's making this ASMR video while sleeving cards. She like puts lighting up and everything. It's ridiculous. My daughter is so much more media adept than I am.
There we go.
But yeah. And it was funny too, because my wife and daughter, we were talking about it. We're like, Gabrielle, how do you even know what an ASMR video is? And she's like, I don't know. I just see it on, YouTube and stuff. My wife's like, I don't think I've ever watched one. So we start watching one, and she's like, oh, that's so weird. My spine's tingling. And I'm like, I don't feel it at all. But, like, she's like, I didn't like it. Weird stuff.
I'm going to show it. I have no idea what'd you call it? An
ASMR? Yeah. Yeah. So it's like, someone will tell the technical name for it, but it's like audio sensory something. But it's the concept that if you're like, some people will get triggered by like soft sounds and like just soft talking, and it will literally give you like a physical sensation. So there's tons and tons. If you search ASMR video on YouTube, you'll just find tons and tons of videos of people just talking quietly. It's so weird. So yeah. Anyway, so I guess I figured out how to get my daughter to like do mundane tasks for me. I just have to let her record herself doing it, and she's good.
Is there gonna be like a niche of the niche hobby of like board game ASMR?
I guarantee there's gotta be a board game ASMR channel out there somewhere.
Yeah, someone would have to make me play. Oh, okay. There's in the chat. They're still talking about Juicy Fruits here. Seth is saying, I need more games that are awesome solo, but still will play good 4 to 5 players. This game does have a solo mode, and I have never played it.
Well, it would probably play just like the regular mode. In fact, we were asking about it at the end of our first gameplay. Someone was like, "Oh yeah, there's a solo mode in here." So we look in the rulebook, and it's not in there at all. And then we go and look on Board Game Geek, and apparently there's a separate insert that comes with the game that has the solo rules. But apparently we weren't the only they weren't the only ones that were missing it. It was missing in a lot of boxes. But we came to the conclusion before we identified that we're like, I bet you just play by yourself. You just play by yourself. You set it up just like a 2-player, and you play by yourself.
There's something to do with. I'm going to switch the screen because we're just in our chat screen. But there's something to do with the bow tiles. Notice that the bow tiles have a different side to them.
Yeah.
Is something to do with, that's how the Automa scores points. And then on the other side of our player boards, I'm just going to flip it over onto my player boards here. There's this kind of like, there's like the solo boat track, and these boats kind of move around. And from what I gathered, I've never played it, but if the boats cross certain points or something like that, or the token goes around, the Automa will start scoring points for boats that are, it's kind of like the Automa scoring points as the game is progressing, and you just got to make sure that you're also scoring points. So you
probably want to race to the end too before they get to too many points or something like that. Yeah, that might work fine. One thing I don't like about solo modes on Euro games is when you have to play a different style game in order to be competitive, and having a race mechanism in a solo game is one way that often triggers, because that's the only way you can, if you can take as much time as you want to do all of your actions, you can build up the biggest engine. So the Automas have to kind of push you to the end, which makes it competitive, but also then sometimes you're making choices that wouldn't be optimal. You're just trying to beat them to the end point. So changes the game a little bit. Interesting though.
Yeah. Seth says, I bet you Tim loves IPA ASMRs. And Dave is like, I'm going to make that video, Seth. And but it'll be me drinking it and then spitting it out, then messaging Adam.
That's hilarious.
Oh, Vincent says, I saw an unboxing video ASMR style, so it does exist.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all.
Wow.
I bet it does. I bet it does.
I think
That's
I found
funny.
a new way to deliver my calculus lessons.
But hey, listen, Ryan, you want to get a lot of subscribers on your YouTube channel? Start giving your reviews really quiet. So this game, I really liked how this worked. Yeah, you should try it. I guarantee you'll pick up a lot more subscribers if you start tagging it ASMR. No doubt.
Wow.
You'll annoy the rest of us. Nobody else is going to watch it, but that ASMR crowd is going to be all over it.
Maybe I'll explore it for a fraction of a bit of a video when I do my next solo live stream.
You got to do like your April Fool's Day, like your April 1st release video is just going to be an ASMR like
which
review.
would coincide with it was the beginning of April where I started up the channel. So it'll be my 1 year YouTube anniversary. I'm jotting that down. I've got a pad of paper here. I'm jotting that down. It's
no joke, Ryan. I bet you 100% you'll get like 200% more organic views of your video than you will of anything else if you put ASMR in the title.
ASMR calculus. OMG. I wonder if I bring this up to my students next week, if they'll know what I'm talking about.
For some reason, my 11-year-old daughter does, but who knows what dark part of the web she spends her time on. No, that's not true. She doesn't get a lot of screen time or web time, so I'm not a bad parent. I do know what she does with her screen time. I think she just picked it up from school.
Right on. Well, thank you, Tim, for joining me on this lovely Thursday evening, playing a game of Juicy Fruits. We like it okay. I said we like it okay. I really enjoy the other Capstone family game. It's called Savannah Park. If you've heard of it, I would definitely give it a try. It's got kind of like a good take on the bingo. I call it the bingo mechanism, where somebody calls out a tile and then everybody has to find that tile and move it, and then you have to create these areas.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it. I'd love to try that at some point. That sounds fun.
Yes. Good night, David. Thank you for joining us on this evening. And thank you everybody else for joining us this evening. If you haven't already, put a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, which I'm pretty sure everybody that's in this chat has been a subscriber. And then, of course, notification bell, because Tuesdays and Thursday evenings should be part of your evenings. Thank you for making me part of your Tuesday or Thursday evenings. That's awesome, fellas. I really like the community that's growing around all the different channels and the cross collaboration that we're doing across all the different channels. It's been a lot of fun the past couple months.
Yeah, I appreciate you bringing me on, Ryan. It's always fun. It's gives me another game night of the week, and it's fun hanging out, chatting with you all, and chatting with the listeners that stop in here. So happy to do this anytime I can.
And we're doing it again next Thursday evening. Tim will be back on, but also will be Riley Stock of the Board Game Community Show and David Rodriguez of the All Games New and Old. We're going to have game night again, and we're going to try to finagle our way into a alpha version of Champions of Midgard over on Board Game Arena.
ASMR Champions of Midgard.
Oh my gosh, let's get everybody all on board. I'm glad that's been part of the chat tonight. That's gold. This is video radio gold. All right, Tim, just remind everybody where they can find you. I have descriptions in the oh my gosh. I have links in the description of this video. That's how the sentence is supposed to go, to all of Tim's social media and podcasts, but I'll let him talk.
Yeah, thanks. So yeah, basically Board Game Hot Takes podcast. You can search for Board Game Hot Takes anywhere you listen to podcasts. And it's not just me on there. I have two excellent co-hosts, Adam, who is in the chat tonight, as well as our good friend, Chris. And we love doing it. So would love to have you listen in and join us. And then you can find us on Twitter at BG_hot takes. I hate to send people over to the Twitterverse these days, but for right now, that's still where we're posting most of our stuff. So if you're on Twitter, come hang out with us. If you're not, I don't know, maybe stay away or come hang out with us. Either way.
Just do the best part and just try to filter your feed so that you get lots of positive vibes, as many positive vibes that are left on there, and make sure that you can only see those. All right.
Good advice.
All right, folks. I will sign off by saying have yourselves a great evening, and I'll see you next week. Ciao,
Take care,
everybody.
everyone. Bye.